Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about how to be successful in remote leadership during the coronavirus era. These are quite scary times we're living in. So, how do we succeed in leading a remote team in these trying and unprecedented times? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. This is actually happening, and we need to find ways to work through this horrific situation as smoothly as humanly possible. Never in a million years would anyone think something like this would happen and eventually transform our way of work and life. Nonetheless, we're here now. We're right in the middle of it, and we need to find ways to rise to the challenge and create productive and positive audibles in work and our personal lives in order to move forward and be successful. And I know we can do just that. Now, the option for remotely working has grown in popularity for quite some time now. It's stated that an estimated 3.9 million Americans work remotely, and that number is set to expect to continue to grow to a staggering 1/3 of the working population within the next decade. However, given the current environment or the current climate, how can we as leaders be successful in remote leadership during this trying time in human history? Well, let's go ahead and dive into a few things that I've come up with that I think can help you out. All right. Number one, first, we have to set the tone, adapt so that we can overcome. As the leader, you have to set the tone for the new work landscape for your team. This is a perfect time to really hone your communication skills and clearly convey to the team how you plan to use this situation to make not only you, but your team better. Discipline is also a big factor when it comes to remotely working, so express to the team that this is something, if they're completely new to the work remotely concept, this is something that they'll have to establish in order to be successful. Also, new guidelines may have to be put into place as far as how often updates need to be given or how often video conferences should be done or take place. New tools to implement for the team as far as project work. With many of us no longer able to conveniently huddle up in the conference room ad hocly or go to someone's cubicle or office. There are a plethora of tools, free by the way, that can be accessed so that the collaboration aspect can continue to flow flawlessly. A couple of examples of tools are Trello and Microsoft Teams, off the top of my head. Also, inform the team on expectations, goals, and how to get there, and anything else that may need to be done differently due to this situation. You can do this. Adaptation is the key to being successful in this time and in this environment. It just takes a bit of pre-planning on your behalf to get things going right. All right? Number two, check in with your teammates. These are truly unique times that we're facing, people, so you can imagine that this is probably playing heavily on the hearts and minds of your teams. So, some of your team or team members may have kids who are out of school, and they have to work from home and be a teacher to their kid at the same time. You also may have some teammates that may have elderly parents that may need more attention and more catering to. There are a number of things that come into play, and we need to be empathetic to all of these and more. A simple conversation is just to see how they are doing, and also to have on hand the number for HR so that they can find the specific help that they need should they, bring it to your attention. Showing you care builds trust, and it shows that you're more than just a title, and it shows that you're being genuine. At this stage in the game, mental health is just as important, and we want our team to be healthy both physically and mentally. All right, number three, start your conference calls with some lighthearted humor. Now, before you do this, know your audience, okay? Know who you're talking to. Please be mindful of your team and respect them at all times. No political, religious, or off-color jokes. You can use some dad jokes. I've been known to pull up a few myself online and kind of use those to break the ice as we go into our meetings. So those are pretty good. But generally, this can go off pretty well. And it helps to laugh as it helps improve the mood. It also helps us to take our mind off of the obvious, if only for just a little while. I know a lot of times I may tell a joke about something one of my daughters said or did, like that day or earlier in the week. So laughter is a great healer, and it helps a little with the anxiety aspect as well. All right? And then lastly, express appreciation. Be sure to tell your people that they're doing well. Be sincere, because your people can smell BS when they see it, when they smell it. The more specific you are in the matter, the better. If you tell your colleagues exactly what they're doing right, they'll be more motivated to do more of it. All right? And remember, everyone deserves commendations for something. Being able to, learning how to identify, recognize, and praise those talents, you tend to bring out the best in them. Now, ultimately, doing these things will help you to become a very successful leader while navigating these uncharted territories. In the grand scheme of things, this is but a sliver in a moment in time. However, how we choose to lead, respond, and react, and live during a crisis such as this shows the resilience and the courage in each and every one of us, and how we choose to make our mark and overcome. All right? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch these videos. I know it's a really stressful time right now. We're paying attention to the news. We're being bombarded with information, what we should do, what we shouldn't do, but remain positive. Know that this too will pass. Okay? It will. As always, if you feel like you need some help with some leadership development coaching, some team building, or remote leadership training, I have tons more information on how to lead teams remotely and be successful at doing it. Engaging employees, making sure they don't feel left out or feel like they're on an island just because they're working remotely. There are a lot of things that we can do to keep everybody inclusive, included, engaged, and productive. And I can help you with that. Shoot me an email or respond back on the YouTube or any one of my platforms and just let me know that you're looking for some help, and we'll put together a plan for you and help you to become the leader that people want to follow and gravitate towards, and help you put together or help you with your existing team to be more effective and productive. All right? All right, guys, take care. Take care. And remember, great leadership equals great results. How are you leading?
Whether you're a new leader who needs the building blocks of leadership and how to be effective, or a seasoned leader who needs to understand that there are two sides to leadership, or a leader who just needs some inspiring insight or leadership seeds in order to enhance your leadership abilities, the CDV Consulting Group has the resources you need. There are two key elements successful leaders have that the unsuccessful ones don't: self-discipline and the understanding to constantly invest in themselves. So pick up a copy or the entire collection today and start investing in your leadership now. Available at Amazon.com. And remember, great leadership equals great results. How are you leading?